Hi, my name's Adria Laycraft. Welcome to my workshop. Today, our project is to carve sunflowers and leaves into a large piece of cottonwood bark. We'll start with a flower pattern and transfer it on to a large piece of cottonwood bark. You will need a good-sized chunk of cottonwood bark with enough thickness that if you carve down a little bit, you'll still have substantial wood to back it up. You'll also need some carving tools. We'll go over that more later. But one of the first things I do when I'm planning a project is to create some patterns that I can use carbon paper to transfer onto the wood. First though, we need to prepare this wood. Let's use our big gouge to get that started. To put the pattern on the wood, first, make sure you've got it lined up where you want it to be. Hold down one corner where there's no drawing and lift the pattern and slide the carbon paper underneath. Then, while making sure that you hold the flower firmly in one place for the entire time, start tracing around your pattern. Don't let the pattern move or your lines won't match up. Now, here comes the tricky part. Make sure it's still not going to move. 2 points is better. And lift it to make sure that you didn't miss any of your lines. Our first job is to lower the background so the flowers and leaves stand out. Any one of the knives you see here would work for this job. I also have my strap ready so we can hone the blade and make sure it's really sharp. Let's get started. Using your knife, follow the lines around the flowers and leaves and make a strong, deep cut following the line. This is called a stop cut. Now, when we go to bring the knife towards the cut on a 90-degree angle or thereabouts, it will remove this wood and it won't tear out the leaf. And then what you're left with is an edge. We're going to go down a lot more than this, but the first thing to do is outline around all your flowers and leaves and then bring it down like this. Continue to create your stop cuts and then remove the wood from the background and you'll see that it'll come away clean where your stop cut was. As you dig your bottom down, as you dig the background down, you may need to redo your stop cut even deeper, following along the same cut that you made before. Now you can see we're getting a really nice edge along that leaf. We're still going to want to come down significantly more. That gives us more meat in the leaf to do layering and to shape it, curl it, do things like that. Bring the blade gently up to the stop cut. You don't want to be putting too much force on that or you might take your leaf right out. And just continue the process as you go around. You may want to start with a small piece of bark with only one flower and a couple leaves. Here, I know that this leaf right here is going to sit over top of this one. So I'm going to make a light stop cut along here. I'm not going to go too deep. I just want to make sure that I'm laying in my forms. Go around the other side too. Like I say, you can always come back along those stop cuts and deepen them when you want to go remove more of the background. But in this case, we're going to remove a little bit of the leaf so that it's lowered down a little bit, just like this, just to give the illusion that this leaf is laying over top of this one. Now that I have my stop cut both on this leaf here and on this leaf here, then it's safe to go in and remove some of the background up to those stop cuts. Then you'll get a nice clean corner to work with. Just keep marking out your forms and lowering the background with whatever tools you have on hand to do it with. In my mind, as long as you remove the wood you want to remove and keep the wood you want to keep, any tool is fair game. If some of this edge crumbles away, like it did right here on the tip of this petal, don't panic. What we're going to do after we've lowered this background a whole bunch is we're going to shape these flowers so that they wrap a little bit. It lends a really appealing look to it, and this is why you need to take the time to lower your background quite a ways. Quite often, you'll have a bit of debris in the corner like this. You want to come in like that, push down on your stop cut, in the other direction, push down on your stop cut, and then if there's anything still in that corner, come in on a 90-degree angle to those stop cuts, and you'll get a nice clean cut in there to work with. My other favorite thing to do while lowering the background around a flower, because I know that my petals are going to tend to chip out sometimes, especially along the edges. So one thing I like to do is just come around in a nice big circle around the petals. Just clearing them like that. And then after we lower all this background away from in through here, then I'll show you how we do these petals. So the goal is to get a nice looking background, but right now we don't need to over worry how ragged our edges are, because we're going to be reshaping those as we cut out the flower petals.